Hey everybody, welcome back to today's home tour. This is a very special episode. We're just going to call this Casa Martinez.
Casa Martinez.
I'm here with Mr. Martinez, the owner. We just finished a walk through the home so I could get familiar with it. That took over 45 minutes. This is a huge house.
Beautiful. Yes.
Over 7,000 square feet?
Correct. 7,
so it's really closer to 8,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's 7,600 square feet, a little bit over that.
So we've got a lot to see here. So what we decided to do was to break this episode down into a top 10. So we've got 9 of our top 10 features here on the house and the property. And then you just happen to be the HOA president.
Yes, I am the current president.
Which is a neat little fun fact. Yeah. And there's some really great amenities here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Some of the amenities that we have are we do have a boat storage. That's a no charge for the residents. We also have covered storage that is charged by the annual fee. And then we have a common area that has a gazebo, boat launch, a sandy beach area for families to play on, and walking trails, picnic benches, etc. So it's a very nice community, pretty quiet here for the most part, but pretty laid back and very enjoyable. Nice views of the lake.
Yeah, so the community is really strong community amenities.
Yes.
So I thought that deserved a notch on our top 10 list. But I love what you said about the house as we were walking through, that this house has a resort style feel. I mean, you built it so you would never have to leave it.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of the things that my wife and I, prior to building the home, we used to go to a lot of parade of homes and get ideas for different amenities and things that we thought we might enjoy. So we incorporated those into the build of this home. And it does have a lot of features that really, once you're here, you don't need to really go anywhere. Matter of fact, when we've had friends and family up, they typically will say, it has everything you need, really, except the person coming around to bring your drink to you. You have to get your own drinks. So other than that, when you're out by the pool or enjoying the lake, it's real nice.
I think I could deal with getting my server myself. I think I could.
Yeah.
All right. So number 1 is right behind us. So we're going to get started right away. So stay tuned. We got a lot to see, and we really appreciate you watching till the end. All right. Welcome to 1 on our top 10 home tour here. We are right in front of the foyer area here, in front of one of 4 fireplaces.
4 fireplaces, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The reason we selected this area as number 1 is this is your wife's favorite room of the house.
Yes, it's a great room to sit in and enjoy the not only the view, but when you have friends and family over, just to sit here and relax and enjoy your company, or read a book or what have you. But it's a very peaceful area, and it's just a nice, enjoyable area that we really love.
Well, and so as soon as you walk in, I mean, I love all the natural light this house brings in, all the views of the lake that it offers from just about every vantage point. But you walk into the foyer here, and this is the view you're greeted with. And I'm going to give you plenty of shots of this view. But the interesting thing about this view as we were walking around the lot is there's no steps to the lake.
Correct.
So typically to get a view like this, I'm talking it's a view for days, you have to have 150, 200 steps to climb to get this kind of view. So this is really, really nice. The no steps is great for kids, great for pets. And you'll see that when we walk around the 231 feet of water frontage.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that would probably sell me just right off the bat. But you got your own boat launch out there. There's a swimming pool, a spa, and 1.47 acres of land.
Correct.
And the other thing about this lot that we love is the privacy. So we're going to show that at the end. So again, stay tuned. Let's move on to number 2.
Okay.
All right, y'all, welcome to number 2 on our list. This home is built for entertaining. It's going to carry through with that large foyer, huge living room overlooking the lake, and then it flows in to this kitchen, and you've got, what do you call that, a keeping area there, a den?
Den, I think.
We've got a large breakfast table here, but look at all this counter space. Look at this island. It was interesting. Your wife was telling me the story about 4th of July weekend. They had 38 people here.
Right. 38. Everybody had a place to sleep and lots of food to eat.
Yeah, so you can sleep 20 to 21 in beds.
In beds, correct.
And then the kids were on air mattress and things like that.
Right. One of the things I wanted to show you, if I could, is this is our freezer and refrigerator.
So if you're gonna entertain a lot of people, you got the space.
Yeah, you got to stay stocked up, or just in case you don't have a chance to get out. But you've also got all the modern conveniences here. You got a pot filler behind us. Yeah. You got a warming drawer with a stove. Right. There's an ice maker on the other side of the island here. Bar sink, main sink. But I just love all the space. Right. And you even have an office if you work from home. There's an office on the other side of the kitchen. Right. So a lot of people are doing that now. But this is great for entertaining. A lot of SEC football we watch here in this. You're looking at this at the TV, and we talk about that a lot on these videos. The fact that Smith Lake offers a more year-round experience, and so people love to come to the lake in spring and summer, but they also love to come for football season, as you mentioned. I mean, the weather is phenomenal at that time of year, and of course, you've got big bonfires and the whole works. Absolutely. All right, stay tuned. We're moving on. All right, everybody, welcome to the second living level. We're upstairs, and there are how many bedrooms up here? There's three. 3 bedrooms, and that includes the bonus room? And plus the bonus room, which we actually use as a bedroom as well. All right, and then 2 full baths. 2 full baths. All right, and then you've got a nice living room area right here. The camera can't get a shot of that, but I'll get a shot of that after we get done up here. Yeah, that's called the captain's quarters. And incredible views up here as well, I might add. Yeah. So for number 3, I thought it was good to come up here and just point out that whether you're looking to buy this as a primary residence, which you guys live here year round now. Yes, we do. Right. And I would just take this opportunity to point out the only reason why they're selling is to get closer to grandkids, which I'm sure a lot of people watching will relate to that. But there's an incredible vacation rental investment upside to this home. That's true. We actually rented the home probably about 3 seasons when we weren't going to be using it. We were traveling out of town, so contacted a rental company here on the lake. We were very successful. Actually did very well with the rental. It was never any issues, no problems. Very nice families would come up and enjoy what we had to offer here. We had the rooms up here. We kind of named it. It was kind of funny because we named them by, this one was called the black leather room because the bed in there was leather, had the leather finish on it. And then we had the blue room, which is a larger room, which has a king size bed in it and a couple of twins and a sofa in there as well. And then this one was called the balcony room, because it has the balcony at the front of the house that it opens up to. And then the room over on this side was actually a bonus room. It was a playroom early on for the kids when they were little. And then when we start renting, we turned it into actually a bedroom. That currently has a king size bed, queen size bed, and a sofa that turns into a bed as well. Yeah, so on these videos, I like to point out that I've always been taught by the rentals management folks that it's all about heads and beds to maximize your investment. Absolutely. So you'll see, like when we go into the bonus room and to the blue room, you'll see multiple areas where people can sleep. There's a trundle bed in there. Correct. Is there a futon in there? Futon bed, yes. Yeah, so you'll see all these things and you're like, well, why? If that looks funky to you, it's number one, so you can have a 4th of July weekend get together here with close to 40 people. Or if you want to rent it, it's all about that. And you were getting how much per night? $1,200 a night. $1,200 a night. So that's amazing. And it was booked solid. I mean, we could have rented the whole entire season without any problem at all.
Yeah, so I thought that was an important feature to point out. So we've got people that are, I think, two really primary feeder markets, that kind of Nashville, Franklin, Tennessee area. And then we've got a ton of folks come from Mississippi. And so this may very well be a second home.
Right.
But in the seasons you're not using it, you can make an incredible amount of money.
Right. And in Georgia, we had folks from Georgia that would rent, actual repeat renters. But a big part that we heard a lot about was that they really loved, would go outside the property because it just walking the pool and walking right down to the water.
Oh, I can't wait to show them that. It's going to be so awesome. Yeah. All right. The game room is next for number 4. So we'll see you downstairs. Okay. All right, y'all, welcome to number 4 on our list. We're in the game room, and this is a massive space down here.
Yes, it is. A lot of fun things happen here, a lot of fun times.
It's a little overwhelming, the amount of space down here. It's rare that I've seen a full kitchen. So it's almost like you got, 2 like primary main living levels. But here, it's got its own outdoor entertaining space. Upstairs is an open outdoor living space. This is a covered outdoor living space, but we've got so much to see down here. You've got a big living room with yet another fireplace. Right. You've got the pool table here. This is a congregating table where people can sit and socialize, but it also folds out into a Texas Hold'em table.
Texas Hold'em on the other side, and craps, this little gaming table just to have some fun. If you're into casino action, it's a lot of fun. So we've had good times with that as well.
You've got a traditional poker table over here to my right.
Correct. Yes.
So poker, air hockey, pool. I mean, a lot of things to do down here.
Things to do. And a ping pong tabletop that goes on this as well.
Oh my gosh, a ping pong tabletop.
Yeah, so we do have that. It's stored in the theater room. So we bring that out, put it on, and the kids play ping pong out here.
It's one thing we missed on the main living level, which I'm sorry that we did, but design of this house is extremely thoughtful. It just flows into that common denominator of it being a house built for entertaining. But out of the vantage point of the camera here, you have a huge kitchen countertop with bar. I think if kids are coming in from the lake,
yes,
like you could have pizza or whatever, lunch there, and then they go right back out to the pool. But we're going to show them the mudroom down here, which is ideal. It's got a shower in it.
Yes.
And it's got a laundry washer and dryer, so kids can come in, throw the dirty towels, the soaking wet towels in there.
Take a shower and get cleaned up, and if it's small, put the pajamas on and send them up to bed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to show them the rest of this, and then we're going to move on to the theater room, which is incredible. Yeah, thank you. All right, stay tuned. Here we go. we're on number 5. We're here in the theater room. So there's a lot of stuff going on in here in addition to it being a theater room, but I bet the kids love this.
Oh, they absolutely love it. With the popcorn maker, they have candy concessions on the side over there. Refrigerator here for beverages right under here. and then just the movies that we have. It's all DVD.
So, I mean, whether people want to be gaming and while they're watching TV, cooking, preparing food and watching the game. So you've got everywhere you look, you either be watching the game or looking at the view of the lake.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is the only room in the house where you're really not going to get that view, really.
Yes, yeah. When you close the door, it's just quiet. You really feel like you're in a different place.
This is it's the second safest room in the house.
Yes, correct. Yeah, we actually, at the back end of this room, there's actually a safe room that's been built in with a steel door, and it's all enclosed. But we are underground, and with a thick, foundational walls, this would be considered the safest room should there be a tornado or something of that nature in the area.
So one thing I see, which I think is important, is like pride of ownership, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You definitely see that at every turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's keep going.
Okay, thank you.
All right, welcome to number 6. If you've been following these videos for a while, I'm a sucker for the outdoor living space, and there is a ton of outdoor living space. We're off the main living level here. So we're going to do the outdoor living space really in 2 segments, because we've got the primary main living level here, and then we've got the basement level here, and then the pool, the jacuzzi. So we've got a lot to get to, and there's lots of stuff, little extra amenities down there with grill space and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's so massive. You were talking about a lot of your stuff is portable, right? It's movable.
Yeah, what's really fun, I think what we really enjoyed with it, like downstairs, is we have the cooktop, and then you have a grill, a barbecue grill. And we can move them around. So if you want to just grill where they're at, that's fine. But sometimes you want to be looking at the lake and facing the lake, so you're able to do that. We're actually right off the primary bedroom, and there's a spiral staircase leading downstairs on this side. And then we have over here, we have a Traeger grill that we use when we want to smoke, and that's always a lot of fun. Everything to the main kitchen is on this level as well. So you got beautiful views, a lot of room, good spots to just talk and entertain, have a good time while you're out here, and enjoy the view.
Yeah,
so,
it's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, let's go downstairs and show them the rest.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, welcome to the downstairs outdoor living space. How would you describe this?
I would say this is where it happens.
Yeah,
I would say
this is where everybody is congregating out here most of the time.
Without a doubt, this is a lot of fun here. You've got several tables with umbrellas out here, and just to let you know, what we usually do, like the family will do a lot of times, is we have cornhole tournaments right in this area over here. We got 2 boards side by side, and it's just a great way for relaxing, even during the football time.
Does that get pretty competitive?
Oh, very competitive. We have the brackets and everything.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we got involved with that, and kids are playing in the pool, hot tub, or spa as you call it, and just having a great time. There's all kinds of activities taking place. Or tubing out there, jet skiing, and it's a wonderful spot. The most fun area of the entire house.
Yeah,
what brings it all together.
Well, it goes back to that resort style feel that you mentioned, at the beginning.
Yeah,
it really does. I mean, I imagine like when you've got the cornhole tournament going on, you got the grill smoking, you got some kind of music playing, you got kids in the pool, you got people on the jet skis at the lake. I mean, you just got all kind of different things going on. But it's very thoughtful with the umbrellas.
Yes.
You're providing shaded areas. The design is really thoughtful because you've got at this covered area, the shaded area, adjacent to your primary suite, and then you've got it down here as well, and you've got all this covered space right here. But there is so much pool decking area.
Yeah.
You had 38 people for 4th of July weekend, but you could have a couple hundred out here.
Oh yeah. But another thing I really like too is just the design of the house with the arches. 15 arches down here.
Yeah, and the
stone arches. So, it's very spectacular from the standpoint of individuals that take pictures. When they come up, people that just take pictures, or all of the random pictures. it's just unbelievable that the comments that they receive when they put them on Facebook for their friends and family. Where are you guys at? I want to go there. You know?
Yeah,
We get that all the time. So.
Well, the only other thing I wanted to point out here is this is a very unique pool.
Yes, yeah.
So it's got the deep end's in the middle.
Right, deep end in the middle is about 6 foot deep. It's a fiberglass pool, 3 foot on this side, 4 foot on that side, and it's got the seating areas. So it's really a nice pool, and it's got like a little foothold along the side. It's got a little edge that they can stand on. So it's been a great pool, and it's relatively easy to maintain because it's not super large, but it's just large enough for everybody to have a good time and cool off in during the hot.
Yeah. All right. We're going to continue on to some more good stuff. We're going to check out this lot again, 1.47 acres.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
We've got a really spacious boat dock area. You've got a swim platform attached,
Mm-hmm.
and then the boat launch. So we've still got a lot more to see.
Okay.
All right. All right, so number 7, we wanted to dedicate to the lot, really. I mean, this really easy grading down to the water. This is a big deal. I think the privacy is a huge deal. You know, the house, we were just talking about how beautiful it looks from its vantage point.
Yeah.
Imagine at night with it all lit up. It's like insane looking.
Yes.
That's going to be the icing on the cake for a lot of people.
Right. Yeah.
But your own boat dock, I mean, where would you have to go to pull it out if you didn't? If the community didn't have one and you didn't have one here, you'd have to go to what, Duskin Marina, maybe?
Yeah, down to Duncan Bridge.
Duncan Bridge,
probably closest.
Yeah. So for winterizing and things like that, I mean, this is just ideal. All right, so let's get started, I think, with, I guess, just right behind me. I mean, you mentioned the cornhole tournaments here.
Yeah.
We got, what, horseshoes
You
here?
got horseshoe here, old school here. Got the horseshoes, though.
There's a big fire pit beyond that.
Pit.
You've got, like, the campground resort-style grill right there, which is cool.
Yeah, come down here, make your burgers or hot dogs.
But there's my spot right there.
That's it. That's the best spot right there.
I mean, we're in the shade. We're actually having a heat wave in Alabama right now, but there's an incredible breeze blowing through right now.
The shade makes a difference.
You would take a very nice nap in that spot. And then we've got the boat dock here. You've got 2 bays there. So you got a ski boat bay. You can have a pontoon bay. You've got the jet ski slips there. The swim platform. What else am I missing there? You're out of the traffic of the main channel here.
Yes.
So I think that's super attractive.
Yeah. It's very nice because you can see all of the action, but you're not in the action.
Yeah.
You know, so it is very nice, and you don't have anyone on either side. It's very private.
The other thing I wanted to mention too, which I thought was really important, is that you've got a nice sandy bottom out there, so it's not rocky.
Right.
So you said, like, when you got the little ones out here, they just kind of have a place to wade in the water, but you don't have to worry about cutting their feet up. Of course, for the dogs will be swimming out there. But you mentioned, like, they would kayak around the shallow area, right?
Right. Yeah. There's kayaking, but the younger children would just stay in the area right here. And over the years, we've got great pictures of them having a blast out there. It is nice because when the water does recede, when they pull the water down, it gives you a nice sandy beach.
Yeah.
And it's just, we don't have any rock down there, so you're not dealing with any of that.
Yeah, I thought that was really important to mention. This is an incredibly unique lot. Again, 231 feet of shoreline here, amazing privacy. I think it's one of my favorite lot locations that I've filmed since I've been here, and it's just really impressive. So obviously we're going to have the aerial shots that are really going to accentuate this space, but wanted to get here on the ground level and get everybody kind of a bird's eye view, because this is just like, we'd have to almost like climb instead of those 150 step, you know, and show them how like many breaks we have to take and how windy we get. I mean, you're just walking right. It's just an easy, leisurely little stroll down to the water.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really nice. We get a lot of boaters that'll stop in the area and just maybe picnic or whatever, do whatever right off the water, because it's such a gorgeous area to be at, just for the scenery and everything. I think. Yeah. You know, we've enjoyed that as well over the years.
All right, let's walk over to the boat launch, because there is something I want to point out there for our boat enthusiasts. I think it's going to be really important. So y'all walk over there with us. For number 8, I thought this deserved its own bullet point on our tour here, because you were saying this boat launch extends way out almost to the end of the boat.
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, the year we had it poured was a drought year, so we were fortunate in that respect, because we poured all the way out just to the back of the dock right there. And so when the water's down, if it continues to go down real low, those that still want to get out in the water, you can do that.
Yeah, so you were saying your neighbor has his own boat launch.
Yes,
but he oftentimes uses yours,
right,
because it has more accessibility due to the depths and the length of the
correct, yes,
the drive out there,
right.
I guess you'd call it. So if you have a big boat, I mean, it's got a massive trailer, you've got the bandwidth to get it out there.
Oh yes, without a doubt. It goes really very far out. Obviously you can see how far it goes to the back of that boat dock. That's a long way.
Yeah, so if you got a big, I don't know, 40-foot Sea Ray or something, you're gonna have no problem putting it in here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And a lot of people spend big money to let mariners handle their boats and things like that, just because many of the properties around here just don't have this accommodation.
Right.
That's going to sell it. Some big boat enthusiast is going to be like, that's the place I want. Yeah. And what you also point out, what we can't see behind the camera here, is this is a long boat launch drive. So you've got all kind of parking.
Yes. Yeah. When we have the big groups over, we have we park them on this as well. That's right.
So if you want to talk about parking toys or parking cars for your guests, it's got that space, which is really, really awesome.
One thing I might add too, it has a good turn. You don't have to actually back it all the way down, although you could, but we usually pull them in straight and go around some trees right here, pull it forward over here, and then back it this way.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you don't have to back it that entire distance, which is pretty far.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right. Keep watching. We're almost done. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. Number 9 and number 10 are all going to be about the community amenities and the community lifestyle of Stony Point. We're actually at Stony Point Landing, which is a massive community amenity spot here in the community. And what all do we have here for residents and guests?
Okay, so residents, all the guests and residents can use the sandy beach area that we have here. There's steps down to the water. You wade in the water, kayak out there, just swim, enjoy it with your children, your family. And then we have behind us, there's actually a gazebo area. It's a covered gazebo, very large. You can't see it behind the trees, but it's real nice. It's right on the point. You also have a boat launch to launch your boats and watercraft. There's tables and chairs for picnicking or just sitting and relaxing amongst the trees. On the other side are walking trails and some more tables and chairs. And then there's a basketball for pick up basketball games over here as well.
Oh my gosh, so much going on in here. And this is a gated community, which I know is going to be super important to people out here. You were saying you've been here 20 years?
Right, yes.
And never had an issue?
Yeah, 20 years property owner. We've been 18 in the home, and there's never been any issues in Stony Point. That is one of the key reasons why many of the residents that when we talk to them have bought in Stony Point, because it is a gated community. That's something of high importance to them. Low crime. There hasn't been any crime in the area to speak of, and that's the way we like it.
Yeah. I mean, especially, you guys are here full time, but if you're not here, if you're a seasonal user of your residence here, that's going to be important. And also important that you've got people that are here full time to kind of keep an eye on the place.
That's right. Yeah. A couple things I might add is that with the gates, you would have a 4-digit code assigned to you. You also have a 3-digit one that rings directly to your phone. So that way you can let your guests or service folks in. Beyond that, I guess that's it.
So let's move right into number 10, which is more the lifestyle component here. Just beyond here, the 4th of July holiday festivities.
Right.
And there was a big to-do that happened down here, from my understanding.
Yeah, we had a big community event here for on 4th of July for Independence Day. It was really nice. We have a volunteer fire department here, so we had a fire truck here. They had the hats for the children. They were able to take pictures on the fire truck. They had decals for Independence Day, or tattoos actually.
Yeah.
Independence
For
Day
the
tattoos
kiddos.
for the kiddos and everyone. And we had food, hot dogs, chips, drinks, give a little toys for the kids, giveaway. Everything was free. Everything was paid for by the community. We had a cornhole tournament. We had 15 teams in our cornhole tournament.
Cornhole is big in Stony Point.
Yeah.
If y'all aren't picking that up by now.
It was fun. We had music going throughout the whole day of the event, and then it was capped off with a fireworks show, which it's just been told it's definitely within the top 10. I've even heard the top 5
Yeah.
fireworks shows on Smith Lake. It was about a little over 20 minutes long, continuous fireworks from
Had
the
people
point.
all out here in boats.
Yeah, it was
parked on the island over there.
It was really great to see all the boats that came into this area behind us and watch the fireworks show taking place while the music was playing. So it was really spectacular. We had
That was a sight to see.
It was really something. So they say next year they're going to do it bigger and better.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe you can be here in time for that.
That'd be awesome. That's a good goal to have right there. All right, so this is a for sale by owner listing. You're going to need to go to Zillow to find it. There's a very easy way to do that, in my opinion. You just go to Google and type in the search bar Smith Lake FSBO, Smith Lake FSBO. It's going to come up in that search criteria there as one of those listings. And then if you, it is hard to find for some people to see that where the owner's information is. You don't have your name, but you got your phone number and email address there.
Yeah, a description. Yeah, description of the house and everything there.
But would you mind just go ahead and giving them your cell phone number where they can call and text you with questions direct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Again, Harold Martinez, and my number is 205-994-1631. And the email is mar1hxm@msn.com.
Awesome. I really appreciate y'all watching to the end. There was so much here that we had to cut out. We just could not show you everything, or you would have, been watching this movie for far too long and gotten way too bored. And we wanted to entice you to come see this home in person. It's very easy to show. They keep the home meticulously maintained. And I mean, it is a really enjoyable way to spend an afternoon. You're going to need a couple hours, I think, to come out here and really kind of take in this community. But other than that, if you want to see more listings that are available on the lake, I've set up a special website for you to do that. It's smithlakebreak.com. Again, I'm your host, Jason Will, qualifying broker of Blueprint Realty Company. And thank you again so much for watching, and stay tuned. We got another episode coming to you real soon. All right, that's going to do it for me on this edition of today's home tour on Smith Lake. Again, I'm your host, Jason Will, broker owner of Blueprint Realty Company. This is just one of Tanya Freeman's fabulous listings on Smith Lake. So give me a call and let's go house hunting on the lake.